Trump calls Elon a baby and says he is full of shit. Elon fires back by saying Trump is too old for the job. Now it's a full-out war. But is this a real beef or is it billionaires playing with our future? People, let's dive into the video and find out.
It has been interesting to watch Elon Musk go scorched earth on this bill. He went from saying, I think this is a bad idea, to saying, call your representatives, get rid of it. And there are a lot of theories about why this is, one of which is the simplest, that he's right, that it does increase the deficit, that it is a lot of government spending that is not paid for. So what are Republicans going to do? And is it going to matter after this man spent, almost $250 million on Republican campaigns?
Well, Elon Musk is a brilliant man, and he doesn't make rockets or Teslas by compromising. And it just might be that his intellect is ill-suited to passing legislation. And so I don't know that he is the right person to give Mike Johnson or John Thune advice about how to pass this bill to stop a tax increase. And that's really what it is. And I'm confident that as we get toward the finish line, Elon Musk will be on board because the bill is to stop the Democrats' tax increase. That's its whole purpose. If we don't pass it, everyone's taxes go up.
That's so interesting because for the last 6 months, the answer to every question in the federal government was Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, he's not qualified to talk about spending.
I didn't say he wasn't qualified. I said
okay, people. Something isn't adding up to me. I think that Elon and Trump are playing the media. I believe that Elon's businesses have suffered so bad that the only way him and Trump will see to start getting his business back on their feet is to let the Democrats believe that they are in a big feud. And they are going to feed off of this. I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Put it in the comments down below what your opinion is, but it's just my opinion. But I think Trump and Elon are playing the media.
Spending?
I didn't say he wasn't qualified. I said his intellect might not be suited to legislative strategy.
Okay. Go ahead, Reese.
Well, I think that he is clearly trying to rehabilitate his image by trying to create some fake distance between him and Donald Trump. Of course, he's against the deficit decreasing, but I don't give him credit for being against this bill because he does not have a problem with the tax cuts for himself, and he doesn't have a problem with millions of people losing their Medicaid coverage. He railed against Medicaid and other entitlements, and so I don't think he deserves credit. I think this is what a lot of people do when they fake leave the Trump orbit, is they try to act like they aren't on board with things. But we are not going to forget that he has been the single most chaotic and cruelty causing agent in this administration.
I think the reality here is that he's realizing the con of Donald Trump that so many people already know, which is Donald Trump claims to be a good fiscal steward, but when he was president first time, no president in modern history added more to the debt than he did. Now, I know what Scott will say. That's COVID. But if you take away COVID, he added $4 trillion to the deficit before COVID even came about. And now he's proposing another $2.4 trillion while 11 million people lose their insurance. This is the con of Donald Trump, claiming that...
I just wanted to touch base on a couple of these things right here. This Medicaid, how the Democrats keep saying how he's cutting Medicaid. Let's be honest. And they know it is for people over 40 years old, 45 years old, that are capable of working. They have to work 80 hours a month or do some kind of service, community service, something to basically earn their insurance. And that's the way it should be. I don't want to sit here and go to work, pay taxes for, deadbeats sitting at home and doing absolutely nothing. If you have a physical or something wrong with you, sure, I'm all for that. But if you are young and just sitting on the couch playing video games and everybody else is paying your Medicaid, yeah, I have a problem with that, and I'm sure most people do have a problem with that. And how these Democrats are, CNN is notorious 100% liberals and Democrats. With this Elon and Trump, what they are going to do is they're going to turn around and they're going to start praising Elon. Okay, after burning his dealerships, slandering him, and everything humanly possible you could do to another human being, they have done. But they would take him back into their party, in a minute. In 1 minute, they would take Elon back.
Claiming that he's a fiscal steward, claiming Republicans are the fiscal stewards, when in reality it is Democrats who have been making the investments time and time again on behalf of the American people.
Scott, do you have anything to say for yourself? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love them both, and I don't like it when mom and dad are fighting. But having spoken to him recently, I know he has a deeply held view that the debt that we have in this country, Elon, I mean, is a problem that must be dealt with urgently. And he does have some disappointment that Republicans don't share his zeal for the urgency of the issue. However, this is not a spending bill. This is a reconciliation bill, and it has three main points: making the tax cuts permanent, massive investments in border security. It fully funds the border wall, and the biggest and most necessary welfare reform in at least a generation. Those three things happen to be what Donald Trump ran on for president and won the national popular vote and a not particularly close win in the Electoral College. So this is the president's agenda. And I actually think Elon's goals regarding reduction of debt and the president's goals regarding passing what he ran on are not irreconcilable. They're just all not going to happen in the same
Elon's
bill.
goals the same goals that Republicans said that they also shared for 2-3 decades
Yes,
in this country?
Republicans do want.
So basically, it's out the window now. Is
No.
that what you're saying?
No, but
they
this-
don't
but this-
care
but this
whether
legislation-
whether their children or your children are saddled with. I mean, I'm just saying that's the talking point.
But this legislation is not a spending bill.
it was
It's not an
that.
appropriations bill, and it is not a budget bill.
Okay, see, people, it doesn't make any sense. They've been working on this bill for probably since Trump even got in the White House. Now, all of a sudden, Elon's mad and they're feuding over the bill. Makes no sense. Plus, he was just given the key, a golden key, to the White House a few days ago. His last day that he said he was going to be there. And now all of a sudden, they got this big feud going on. It doesn't make any sense. It's like Trump always does. Kind of throw a bone, everybody chases it, and he's off doing something else. Kind of like my girlfriend does to me. I have the attention of a goldfish, and she'll kind of do something to get my attention off something else. And I think that's what Trump is doing, and Elon, to get the focus off of this deportation for a little while. And this media is going to go hog wild over Elon and Trump's feud. And you know that as well as I do.
That there is spending in there. First of all, extending the tax cuts will cost money. Second of all, even the
Cutting
budget,
taxes and spending are two
even
different
the
things.
hold
They're
on,
not
even
tax cuts. It's keeping the rates the same.
Okay,
It's not a tax
all right.
cut.
It costs money. Okay,
It doesn't
Keep the rates
cost
the
money.
same?
The money belongs
yes, it
to the
does.
people.
I
of
mean,
the
look.
So you want Republicans
then-
to raise taxes?
And well, look,
We did not run on that.
hold on, guys. He's extending the tax cuts.
Tax rates.
He's also creating new tax cuts that cost money. Okay, I mean, this is not voodoo, okay? It's just a balance sheet. You either pay for it or you don't. And historically, Republicans have said, if you're going to spend, pay for it. It's just that now, I guess that doesn't matter.
Listen, can I tell you this? This whole thing is weird. It's been weird from the beginning, okay? Because Elon Musk has been ill-suited to be at the right hand of the father since the very start. I'm finding it incredibly amusing to see, a bunch of Republicans, elected Republicans, who for the last 5 months have been sucking up to Elon Musk and to Donald Trump, have to pick between mom and dad. Look, it's giving me whiplash, because it wasn't but last week that they were still in the White House and tweeting love letters to each other and thank you notes and all of this stuff. And it's just, what I think you have are two guys with a lot of power. One has a lot more money than the other, and the other one is president. This is a fight between Godzilla and King Kong. And it is, if it weren't so incredibly serious and, the subject matter wasn't affecting us all, it would be incredibly amusing, and I would ask for a big vat of popcorn.
There you have it. It's a sad day when I agree. Well, I don't agree with Abby Phillips. I don't really care for Abby Phillips. I don't even know how she got her job. She was usually wrong most of the time, or she's definitely a liberal. But Jessica Marino, that's probably the most honest thing I've ever heard her say. If she's not buying the feud, I don't really see it happening, people. I don't believe that they're really fighting. I think this is just their way of trying to keep a happy medium, because the media is a little, we know how they are and what they've been doing with this immigration. So I think it's kind of a way just to keep it at bay. Please let me know in your comments below what you think. I could be wrong. I mean, it's just my opinion. And yeah, just let me know how you people feel. Put it in your comments below. Please like and subscribe and share. And you guys all have a great one.